Here comes the news of the fortnight. Shri Amit Shah launched White Revolution 2 program with the Margdarshika or SOP on formation and strengthening of 2 lakh new multi-purpose primary agriculture credit cooperative societies under dairy and fishery verticals. White Revolution 2 will ensure procurement of 10 crore litre per day of milk under cooperatives in 5 years as against 6 crore litres per day now. Listen to his views here.
तीसरा काम रोजगारी का। पाश्चात्य जगत के जो सारे एनजीओ हमारी माताओं बहनों को कहते हैं कि वो बहुत सारा बेरोजगारी है, मैं इससे सहमत नहीं। हमारे यहाँ घर में खाना पकाने का काम, बच्चों को बड़ा करने का काम, कृषि के इतर काम, ढेर सारा काम माताएं बहनें करती रहती, परंतु फिर भी फॉर्मल तरीके से रोजगारी का सवाल आता है। जब पाश्चात्य दृष्टि से उनकी रोजगारी की गिनती होती है तो हमारी ग्रामीण क्षेत्र की माताएं बहनें आज पीछे हैं। इस सारी माताओं बहनों को रोजगारी देने का काम अगर कोई करेगा तो श्वेत क्रांति 2 करेगा, क्योंकि डेयरी से जो चेक आएगा वो माँ के नाम पर आएगा, बहन के नाम पर आएगा, और पति ने 1,000-1,000 रुपया उधार जब मांगना पड़ेगा उसके मन में भी बड़ा आनंद आ जाएगा। और मैंने दृश्य देखे हैं, मेरे हाथ से 50-50 लाख के 1-1 करोड़ रुपए के दूध के रेट के डिफरेंस के चेक मैंने खुद वितरण किए, और वो माता के नाम पर, बहन के नाम पर। तो एक प्रकार से रोजगारी का भी काम एक करेगा।
Mr. Piyush Goyal said, dairy is a sensitive sector in India as it involves livelihood issues of small farmers, and there are no plans at all to give any kind of duty concessions under any free trade agreements FTAs in this area. He said that India has not given any duty concessions in the dairy sector even to Switzerland and Norway under the EFTA, European Free Trade Association Trade Pact, which was signed in March. With Australia also, he said the sector was discussed, but India clearly conveyed the sensitivities involved in this area. Our average holding with the farmer is small. It is 2 to 3 acre farm with 3 to 4 livestock, whereas Australia's farm and their dairy farm are both very large, and it would be near impossible for these large and small farms to compete with each other on a common footing. He said that the sector is open for trade, but there are certain customs duties imposed on that. Value-added dairy products are showing a lot of traction in the market today. Let us understand the context of value-added dairy products from 2 stalwarts from dairy industry. Both of them are leading the listed dairy companies and steering growth of their stock values beyond anyone's expectations. Let's listen to Mr. Sunil Reddy, MD Dodla, and Mr. Sridip Keswan, CEO Heritage Foods.
So I think right now the biggest value-add product that we sell is curd, which will be followed by ghee, then followed by ice cream and flavored milk and other such categories which we have. I think it is also the question of consumer preferences changing and the industry keeping up to the consumer preferences. Earlier people used to buy milk and make curd at home. Now people are buying curd from the market, and I think other trends will come in. Maybe it will be fermented drinks that come in like lassi, buttermilk and such products, or flavored milk itself as a category increasing with multiple things coming into play. I think we will be this year, we think we will clock around 32% coming in from value-added products, which will see a significant offtake coming from ghee. Earlier years, we used to be very cautious about trying to push ghee as a branded value-added product because of the raw material fluctuation in terms of not having products some certain years in terms of surplus of fat. I think we are rectifying that, and therefore that will also start to play a major role for us in terms of our value-added profile enhancing.
Maima, value-added dairy is a focus area for the company. In the first quarter, we had about 38% of our revenue coming from value-added dairy. At Heritage, we look at our business in 3 buckets. One is milk, which is a large part of our business. Then we have value-added dairy, which was about 38% in quarter 1, and then we have what we call as consumer fats, which is ghee and butter, which contributes about 4 to 5% of our business. And in this 38% of value-added dairy contribution, ice cream would be close to about 9 or 10%. And in quarter 1, we did 31 crores of revenue from ice creams. which is an annual run rate of close to about 110, 120 crores. But we feel that as an industry, we have barely scratched the surface as far as ice creams are concerned. In our country, impulse category retail penetration is close to about 3.5 to 4 million outlets, whereas ice cream penetration is hardly in 3.5 to 4 lakh outlets, which is just barely 10% of the retail impulse space that has been penetrated by ice creams. The headroom to grow is tremendous.
Announcing the state budget FY25 on July 4th, Madhya Pradesh Finance Minister Jagdish Devda announced the CM Cooperative Milk Producer Promotion Scheme, wherein the MP government will provide Rs 5 per litre as an incentive above the market price to milk producing farmers, and the incentive amount will be transferred directly to the farmers' bank accounts. Indore Dugdh Vikreta Sangh President Bharat Mathurawala said the state government has announced an incentive of Rs 5 per litre to milk farmers to bolster the dairy sector and encourage milk farmers, but this incentive was extended only to milk producing committees associated with the State Dairy Federation. We believe that this incentive should be granted to all milk producing farmers across the state to fortify the dairy sector. Sanchi procures approximately 10.5 lakh litre of milk per day from farmers' cooperatives across all 6 milk unions in the state. Of the total collected milk, 7 lakh litre per day is sold as packaged milk. Indore Dugdh Vikreta Sangh collects around 12 to 12.5 lakh litre of milk per day and distribute it to households at their doorsteps. Let's look at the ongoing dairy scenario in China.
Well, China's reliance on costly animal feed also contributes to its higher production costs, which are nearly double those in New Zealand. Despite efforts to expand its dairy market and strengthen exports, Chinese dairy producers are struggling. China's birth rate hit a record low in 2023, contributing to a shrinking infant formula market and weakening demand for dairy goods. Well, milk powder imports fell by 21% year-on-year, and total dairy imports dropped 13% in the first 8 months of 2024. Meanwhile, China's milk surplus reached over 300,000 tons by mid-2024. While the government is targeting imports to support local farmers, the structural challenges of overproduction and stagnant demand persist. This can potentially impact the long-term outlook for the industry.
Here comes the Market Watch section, in which let's begin with the latest product campaign launched in the last fortnight.
अच्छा सुनो, कल सुबह ना
जब खाना बने शीर घी से तो गुल हो जाए बोलियां, चटपटाएं उंगलियां। शीर, एक अच्छी आदत।
Diwali time is coming near and market is gearing up for the same. Large dairy cooperative has reduced prices of SMP by Rs 15 per kg to touch Rs 260 per kg. It is likely that SMP may reach further down to Rs 250 per kg. Large dairies in North do not seem to have huge stocks now. They are rather planning to start their plants, but landed rate of Rs 53 to 55 per kg don't support their economics at current commodities prices. The good quality SMP is in the range of 240 to 275 per kg plus tax. Best quality ghee from top brands like Madhusudan and others for 15 kg tin, tax paid, are available from 7,750 to 8,425. Private sector is planning to push butter and ghee prices upward for Diwali from Navratras only. Recent incident of Tirupati Laddu has created a huge panic in the market, and the consumers have started to doubt all brands. The way this media panic is spreading, it might hamper ghee sales this Diwali. However, by October 15, situation will get much clearer. At global level, global dairy trade index rose by 0.8% in the latest auction. Notable price increases for mozzarella, lactose and cheddar cheese. Whole milk powder and skim milk powder also saw price hikes. Butter and anhydrous milk fat prices decreased.